Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
That sounded very solemn and stern.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm feeling pretty good this morning.
Good.
I got a. Well, can I share this with you?
Well, please do.
I got an email last night. It was after I left.
Mm-hmm.
But it was from our new sales rep, Tina.
Yes, Tina.
And it's just an email asking if I would record a couple of ads for him. And then it says, would you please record these 2 ads and let me know when you are done? And then it says she and Christy will get them put where they need to go. And then the final line of the email is, we just need your manly voice. And I'm like, well, all right. Okay. Well, I'll use my manly voice.
Okay. She really knows how to butter things up, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Now,
I was just happy that I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. Of the 3 men that work here, or 4, Brent was the one that I guess has the manly voice.
yeah. Now, the difference there is
Yes.
she used butter
Uh-huh.
and sugar.
Yes.
Christy, if she would have dropped that note to you at the end, it would have said, and don't use your weenie voice.
That's true. Yeah. But anyway, thank you, Tina, for, I guess, thinking I have a manly voice. Appreciate it.
We don't know her that well yet, but she's making progress.
Yes.
Prairie Pioneer Center today on this 30th day of May. Country fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, beets, dessert, and dinner roll. And you can call them at 872-6121. Let them know you'd like to have the meal there at noon today, or you can also set up home delivery at that same phone number.
And speaking of the Prairie Pioneer Center, I know that they are looking for some volunteers to help in the kitchen if you're interested. They are in need of volunteers who would be willing to help out in the kitchen. If you would have a morning or even a few hours to lend them a hand, they would greatly appreciate your help. Maybe you have an older child between 11 and 14 who maybe doesn't have a job for the summer but would like to volunteer. They would be happy to get them involved in as well. So if you're interested in helping out at the Prairie Pioneer Center, you can contact Kathy at 872-6121.
Thank you very much. Today is Thursday. We're still kind of getting ourselves squared away from the holiday weekend, but it is Thursday. And today, it's homecoming for Brent Apperson. He'll be going back to where he went to school and got his picture taken in that little vest that you can see at the school. If you could get inside the school over the weekend, you could see Brent's picture there. He graduated from Loop City High School.
I did.
And he's going back. Now, I always like this remote because, excuse me, first of all, very informative remote.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice job, the young lady you visit with.
Yeah. Yep. And there's a lot of things that go on around Polish Days.
Man, I guess.
Yeah.
They go all out. Polka music and food and games and things for the kids. We'll find out more about that today. And just enjoy listening to you because a lot of the names that pop up are familiar to you. Oh, yeah, I remember that name.
A few of them,
Yeah.
not as many familiar names as there used to be.
Yeah, that
for
happens.
Me. Yeah.
But we'll be doing that in the 9 o'clock hour, or Brent will, and Christy's taking you. Are you driving or is she driving?
I assume she is.
Okay,
I'm just along for the ride.
well, you'll be on time then because she will be just up to the speed limit.
Okay. All right.
I think you'll be safe enough getting there.
Sounds good.
Here in the studio, we'll be having FBLA from Broken Bow in. Mrs. Palmer's bringing some young folks in, or Mrs. Palmer will be here for sure. And they have a fundraiser going on for a very big trip. So we'll tell you about that. Also, we'll be visiting with the Den Bar and Grill. Gary Menke will be in, comedian who we've met before, and has taken over the Den, and that's in Hazard. And he has a really big entertainment show coming up that he's going to tell you about, and also talk about their food and so forth. And Matt from Subway will be our contact later on, early in the 9 o'clock hour as well. So that's some of our guests that will be coming in. We have some other things here to tell you about. Also this weekend, very, very busy. Broken Bow citywide garage sales taking place, and Polish Days, as we just talked about. Callaway swimming pool ribbon cutting and grand opening ceremony. Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association poker run here, starting at Legends in Broken Bow on Saturday, and the Oconto Blowing the Doors Off barbecue coming up this weekend. And Sunday, not to be outdone, Sunday wants to have some things going on as well. In RCA, Nebraska Rod and Custom Association will be touring through with over 400 classic cars. They'll stop for a while and have a little break, and they've closed off some streets here in Broken Bow around the city square, and we're going to provide some oldies but goodies from the bandstand, and Jeremy's going to get some pictures, and I think Jack's going to be down there as well taking some photographs. That's what you'll want to do, is get some pictures of those great looking rods coming through, and custom built cars, and the old classics, the originals. You'll see a little bit of everything, but all real class cars coming through here on Sunday. So those are just the things we're aware of this weekend. So it's coming up quick, and there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, a lot of things.
So we'll be giving away 2 Blowing the Doors Off barbecue tickets for our trivia game today.
Okay.
And we're back on schedule for Christie's schedule, so I think we'll be okay there.
Yes, that's good. So we're out of the doghouse for now?
Probably not,
Okay.
but we'll make some progress.
All right, that sounds good. So are you ready to play the game then?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. On June 4th, back in 1919, that's when Congress approved the 19th Amendment to the Constitution guaranteeing women the right to vote. So here's a question kind of involving that. Who was not, all right, there's your keyword, who was not a leader in the women's suffrage movement? Which one of these was not a leader in the women's suffrage movement? Your choices are Shirley Chisholm, Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, or Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Which one of those was not a leader in the women's suffrage movement? Your choices again are Shirley Chisholm, Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, or Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Which one of those was not a leader in the women's suffrage movement? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Headaches, ear ringing, neck pain, dizziness, brain fog. Is your jaw pain to blame? Pearson Physical Therapy wants to be your partner in finding out. Tension and dysfunction in the jaw and surrounding muscles can lead to a number of symptoms that disrupt your daily life. It can be hard to know who to seek out for help. We invite you to come see us at Pearson Physical Therapy to learn how your jaw dysfunction can be managed so that you can get back to not having to deal with daily aggravation. Call us at 872-5800 or stop by on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we have Becky on the line. Good morning, Becky.
Good morning. How are you?
Really good, even better when I hear your happy voice. You just bring joy to the telephone. Thank you so much. All right, here's Brent with the question.
Okay, Becky, let's see if we can make you a winner here this morning. Who was not a leader in the women's suffrage movement? Was it Shirley Chisholm, Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, or Elizabeth Cady Stanton? What do you think?
I think it's the first one.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yay!
Yep,
Yay!
yes, there you go. The answer was Shirley Chisholm. The others, Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, all leaders in the women's suffrage movement. So because you've answered correctly, we got a certificate that, number one, is going to get you a free personal pan pizza, one topping at Pizza Hut, and we're going to sweeten the pot for you a little bit this morning and give you 2 tickets to the Blowing the Doors Off barbecue in Oconto this Saturday. So come on out and see us when you can, and we'll have your tickets ready for you.
Oh, thanks. Hooray, hooray. Thank you.
Thanks,
bet.
Becky.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. 7:41 is your time.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
You work hard, and your equipment works hard for you. When you need parts, it can't wait. Power Solutions is proud to be your local Vermeer dealer. When you order parts from them, they're likely to have it in stock. If they don't, they'll get them to you quickly to get your machine operating. No more trying to track down parts or wondering what parts you need. Simply ask the Vermeer parts dealer professionals at Power Solutions. Designed, tested, and built to last. Vermeer parts and machines at Power Solutions, just east of Broken Bow on Highway 2.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
7:42. Now, talking about a busy weekend and beginning of the festival season with Polish Days, the barbecue at Oconto, and all of these things that are coming up this weekend. And we're kicking off the Thrive for 75 giveaway that starts this weekend in honor of KCNI's 75th birthday in September. So between now and the end of September, we're going to be giving away $7,500 in cash to match the 75 years.
Not all at once, though.
Not all at once. Yeah. $75 a week.
Wow.
And then at the end in September, we're going to be giving away $750 and a really nice grill from Ace Hardware in Broken Bow. And Jeremy's been working on shirts and all sorts of different things for giveaways that we're going to be doing. As soon as we get all that put together, we'll be doing parades and so forth and handing out some goodies during the parades in honor of the 75th birthday / anniversary for KCNI. And the on-air registrations will start on Monday. We'll have a few of those. So we're going to give you lots of chances to get registered for a chance to win $75 every week until our anniversary in September. And we do want you to know that you will only be able to win that $75 once, so that we'll spread that money around a little bit. But you will be eligible for the $750 grand prize if you're in the registration. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Will be.
And starting this weekend. I think after the parade, they're going to be, Tina and Christy are going to be taking registrations, and Saturday we'll be taking registrations down at Oconto in the afternoon and early evening for the first $75 giveaway. Cash, well, probably a check, but
cash is good though. Money's good. I think everybody gets behind money prizes.
Yes, I think that's just a simple way to do it, and a really nice grill. I think the grill that we're giving away this fall will be somewhere in the $1,000 value neighborhood.
Nice.
So it's going to be a real nice one. Joe's kind of got something in mind for us there. So that's what's going on. Jeremy's been working hard on that. We've got some very good sponsors that are going to be making all of this possible. You'll be hearing about in the very near future. So I don't know how many of you, Joan asked me this question last night. How many people do you think are watching the Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals?
Oh, wow. I don't know, but I believe that we have someone from Nebraska.
Omaha.
Omaha? Yeah, who's right in the thick of it, right?
Last night when I went to bed, she was still in the competition, and they were getting down further down the line is the number of contestants left. I don't know whether she made the final round last night, but very cute little gal from Omaha. And, yeah, she's been in the hunt there at the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Last year, a 14-year-old from Largo, Florida, was crowned the champion. And many champions years back. A lot of the people who are hosting the show are former champions of the spelling bee. Now, this is on a streaming channel. You'll have to do a little research to find that. It used to be on ESPN for many years, but now you kind of have to search for it, and you'll find it on a stream, which doesn't cost anything, but
that's good.
You'll find it. We were watching it last night, and Oliver's been spending some time with us, our grandson, and when Joan explained to him that we would be watching the spelling bee, he shrieked and said he would be going to see Friends last night. I think it's amazing what they can spell.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't really care about it is now they have definitions that they ask.
Yes.
And, some of these kids have spelled their way into the last top 20, and then they get eliminated by not knowing the definition or what word matches the correct definition. And that's tough. I think that's tough. They give them 3 choices, and some of that is tough. Tough questions. So.
Oh, the words that they are asked to spell.
Yeah.
I mean, when you watch it, at least when I have in the past, there's always words. You just watching it, you learn words that you didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's humbling to watch those kids spell those words and match up those words to definitions.
And then I always enjoyed the commentary when they would explain, as you mentioned, people who participated in the spelling bee, the strategy and the things that they would use or whatever to attempt to spell the word, even though they weren't familiar with the word. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just amazing. I mean, the I guess you would say practice or the preparation that goes into competing in that. Amazing.
I think they practice all year.
Yeah.
From one year to the next, they never quit practicing, and it's quite amazing. But that is underway. The finals are tonight.
Oh, they are?
I believe so.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So let's check and see if that Omaha girl's still in there.
Yeah. I'll be interested. I'm always interested as, to know what the winning word is. The very last word that the champion spells.
Yeah. And they word of origin and, put it in a sentence. And these kids, they got it going on. They're smart. And they've made themselves smart by hard work. It's fun to watch.
Who do you think would win a spelling bee here among the KCNI KBBN staff?
Well, Jeremy'd be right up there. He's kind of a grammar guy. Christy, if you had Jeremy and Christy in a spelling bee, that would be it. Maybe we should do that.
I think we should. I think that would be great. And we would go ahead, we'd give them, a week? You can't give them the words, but you just say we're going to do it a week from now, and because I guarantee you, Christy will prep.
Yeah,
she will. She'll prep somehow to be prepared for the spelling bee.
Well, let's ask them here in the next few days if they'd be in a spelling bee. Maybe Tina wants in too. I'm out. I can't spell very well.
Yeah, I don't. I think I would be better at being what do they call it, the moderator or whatever, and. I would be willing to ask the words. I would like that. But I don't know if I want to get involved in spelling them.
I'll bring in Joan.
Joan can.
She can ring the bell when they don't get it right.
Well, I think Joan would be the perfect person to set up the list of words.
Oh, don't tempt her. She's probably working on it as we speak.
Oh, this would be Jeremy versus Christy. Guys versus girls at KCNI KBBN in the spelling bee.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Van Morrison.
it up for this week. I'd like to thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a great day. This has been Kathy Everly with Farmers National Company and Dave Davis Auction Service. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Day 2 of jury deliberations about to begin at Donald Trump's hush money trial in New York. CBS's Robert Costa says part of their agenda is already set.
Jurors requested to rehear jury instructions and 4 portions of testimony from David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, and Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen.
Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito says he will not bow to congressional Democrats' pressure and recuse himself from cases involving Donald Trump because of a flap over flags favored by election deniers. CBS's Jan Crawford.
The first, an upside-down American flag outside his Virginia residence. The other, an appeal to heaven flag outside his vacation home last summer.
A near miss at Reagan National.
Can't take off clearance. Go around.
An American flight had to abort takeoff to avoid another plane cleared to land in its crosspath. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
In Nebraska news, according to KOLN, 1 man was injured and 3 pigs were killed in a 2-way collision near Humphrey Tuesday morning, according to the Platte County Sheriff's Office. The investigation revealed a 60-year-old man from Platte Center was driving a Freightliner truck pulling a trailer with scrap iron at 10 a.m. He was headed northbound on Highway 81 when a 62-year-old woman from Meadow Grove driving a truck pulling a livestock trailer was traveling southbound on Highway 81. The woman pulling the livestock trailer made a left turn to head east into a business driveway when her livestock trailer was hit by the man. The sheriff's office said his truck faced severe damage and her trailer was destroyed. 3 pigs from the livestock trailer were killed, according to Sheriff Edward Wemhoff. Humphrey Fire and Rescue responded to the scene, and the man was brought to Columbus Community Hospital with minor injuries. The officers said both seatbelts were used in vehicle and alcohol was not involved. Northbound lanes of 81 were closed for approximately an hour due to the investigation and the scene cleanup. This investigation is still ongoing.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals comes up on Thursday with the Timberwolves hosting the Mavericks. Dallas leading that series 3-1. Dallas's Derek Lively questionable with an neck sprain that he suffered in Game 3 that caused him to miss Game 4. NHL Game 4 Western Conference Finals. Oilers fell behind 2-0 at home early against the Stars, then scored the next 5 straight goals in a 5-2 win. Star Connor McDavid had 3 assists. That series is tied at 2-2. Game 5 will be Friday in Dallas. In baseball games of note, the Dodgers wrap up a 3-game sweep of the Mets with a 10-3 win. Phillies improved to a Major League best 39-18 with a 6-1 win over the Giants. Guardians fall to the Rockies 7-4. The Yankees edge the Angels 2-1. New York starter Luis Hill 8 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. He's 7-1 on the season. Brewers over the Cubs 10-6. Doubleheader for the Pirates and the Tigers. Detroit takes Game 1 8-0. Tarek Skubal 7 shutout innings. He's 7-1 on the season. Pirates win Game 2 10-2.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Chance of thunderstorms. Today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 73. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Chance of thunderstorms. Lows level off around 54. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 73. A blend of clouds and sun. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
8:05, 62 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. Winds are out of the southeast 5 to 10. Barometric pressure still rising at 29.99. Humidity at 90%. High temperature yesterday, 81 degrees with an overnight low of 61. Stayed pretty warm overnight. Sunset today at 9:04. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:08. That's weather and news at 8 o'clock. Dave Burney with you here on the radio show, Breakfast Show, as Brent Apperson and Christy are headed to Loop City to talk about Polish days in the 9 o'clock hour. Right now we have guests in from FBLA here in Broken Bow, and we're going to be visiting with Austin Fox, Chase Johnson, and Emmett Palmer, who have gotten up early today for all sorts of different reasons. Let's start with the summer. Austin, how's things going?
Pretty long.
Pretty long, as in long days. The summers.
Days.
And you're working?
Yep.
All right. And your dad Barry, is he working you hard?
Yeah.
Is he paying you okay?
Yeah, he pays me all right.
All right. Okay, that's good. Did you hear that, Barry? He's satisfied, but he needs a raise, right?
Sure.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Chase Johnson, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. Have you been out and about this morning?
Yep.
What have you been up to?
I've been all over.
Been everywhere. Have you been running?
No.
You're not running, but Emmett Palmer has been running.
Yeah.
Cross-country practice?
Yep, that'd be about it.
All right. Well, you guys are up early, and thanks for coming in. We want to talk about the FBLA and a few things. Let's start with the trip that's coming up in June to Orlando, Florida. Austin, what's the trip for? What's it all about?
So this is nationals. It's our national conference. We had 20 members qualify. It totals up to be about 40,000. It costs about 2,000 per member to attend. So at state we had 20 members who either reached the top 3 mark in their event, or there was people who backed out in front of them, and they said that they would go. So this is a record for how many we've taken to a national conference by far.
That's pretty outstanding. 20 folks heading down to Orlando to take part. Have any of you been to something like this before?
Last year I went to Atlanta, Georgia for nationals.
And it's a very much worthwhile trip. I guess.
Yeah, you guys see a bunch of different sites, like the huge tall skyscrapers compared to our town, and then the new business tours we take, such as Chick-fil-A. Or just having some fun time and networking with other members from around the nation.
Yeah, it's something that you'll never. I think that most people out there who are listening realize that these kind of educational trips plus a little recreation involved is something that you guys will remember for a long, long time. Chase, how long have you been in FBLA?
I just joined this year.
Just this year?
Yep.
So what do you think about it so far?
I think it's great. I've learned a lot of things, and I'm very excited for Florida.
I don't blame you. It's going to be fun. So you're talking about cost of about $2,000 per student. There's 20 going, so we can do the math there. You mentioned it, Austin, and the fundraising has been going on for a while. How's things going?
Oh, we've been doing all right. We've still got business sponsorships out there, so if you're a business and you want to sponsor the trip, feel free to reach out. We've also got beef raffle tickets going on, so we are doing a raffle for a quarter of beef plus processing all included for a value of about $900. Each raffle ticket costs $50. The deadline to buy those is today. And then tonight we have our Burger Bash at Grocery Cart. This goes from 5 to 7:30. It's a free will donation, so bring the whole family, show up, and come on out and support.
They're always good, those Burger Bashes at Grocery Cart. The hamburgers are, I don't know, the grill they use or something, they're really tasty, and you can leave a free will donation. Is that how it works?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So you've got some time left, but in another way, looking at it, June 26th is not too far away. So you've got a lot of things going on with the raffle tickets. Who do they contact? They contact one of you guys? Is there a Mrs.
If you,
Palmer?
Yep. If you know any FBLA member, you can reach out to them, and we'll find you someone to reach out with that has tickets, and then, or you could reach out to Mrs. Palmer.
Okay.
I think we've got, I don't know, reach out through Facebook page or.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so Facebook, you can get started getting the information and the contacts that way. Is that the FBLA Facebook page?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a small community. We know just about everybody knows somebody that's connected with FBLA. With 20 students going, there's a lot of connections there. So it's going to take a little bit of effort to raise $40,000. Chase, you think you can do it?
Hopefully, yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't know how they would work it if they didn't, because you got the goal set up, and you guys have been pretty successful with FBLA Emmett, I think, in previous fundraisers. So you'll be at it again, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay. Burger Bash tonight. What time's that start?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Grocery cart.
Yep.
5 to 7:30 to be.
5 to 7:30. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
If you want a raffle ticket, get a hold of one of these guys or Mrs. Palmer, or parents of other kids that are going. Check out the Facebook.
Yep.
All right.
And then we've also got door charms coming up. So we are customizing door charms.
All right. Can you define door charms? Because I'm not sure what that is.
So it's just like, I don't know.
Like a sign that.
Yeah, it's a sign that goes on your front door. That's like that greets people pretty much.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So a greeting sign. I didn't know they called them door charms, but you guys have educated me today. All right. Anything else that we need to talk about today?
I don't believe so.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it. Good luck with your fundraiser. And Emmett, good luck with your running this summer.
Thank you.
And Austin, good luck with your work. I hope you get that raise. You might mention to your dad that I tried to get you a raise. I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
And Chase, what are you up to this summer?
Oh, not a lot. My sister left for college, so I'm pretty alone.
Yeah, that's kind of different, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Now that's kind of bittersweet. Did you get to move to another bedroom then? 'Cause
no, my sister told me that I cannot take her bedroom.
It's reserved.
Yep.
She doesn't want anybody else in there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, enjoy the summer, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You bet. We'll take a time out with these words.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Some secrets just can't be kept, like the new hours for the Secret Garden. They will now be open every Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, and Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30. They are thrilled to be a Nebraska Passport stop this year, and when you shop with them, you'll see why. A unique shopping experience offering a variety of annual plants, succulents, home decor, antiques, Watkins, and more. Romans 12, verse 11 says, "Work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically." The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI KBBN Radio.
The sounds of Wilco and You and I on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's Thursday. It's Market on the Square Day here in Broken Bow through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. Farmers, crafters, bakers, every Thursday through September 19th. And today is the day, May 30th. We'll have vendors and food trucks. We'll have all sorts of good things. Looking for more and more of the vendors as time goes along inside the park, right around the bandstand. They'll be having the North Park Playground Committee there today. Rodeo Mom Tumblers and more. Steve's Rocks and Fossils. St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church. Trees to Treasures. Tupper and Kitchen Essentials. U.S. Cellular. Vang's Village Shop. Wanda's Delicious Treats and Bread. Morning Lark Crochet, Mickey's Greenhouse, Johnson's Garden, Debbie D's Bakery, Dickerson Chip Repair, Busy Bee Goods, 4W Accessories, Tropical Snow, The Secret Garden, and Anna Papasas will be there. That's today, May 30th, vendors and food trucks at the Broken Bow City Square, located in the historic area of the Tom Butler Bandstand. Also, don't forget this weekend is citywide garage sales, so stop in and get a map at the chamber office. If they're not open, they'll have a metal mailbox there. You can also pick them up at Trotter's Woe and Go in downtown Broken Bow. An interactive map is also available on their Facebook, on the Chamber's Facebook page as well. So it's all happening today in Broken Bow. It is Market on the Square. It is Thursday already. We do have a little trouble this week keeping track of the days since we have a short week, but it is happening in Broken Bow today. More after these words.
This is John Farley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. And here we understand your land represents a lifetime of hard work and the decision to sell does not come lightly. I'd be happy to provide a free, no obligation opinion of value to assist in your estate planning. Inventory is very low at the moment, so now may be the best time to get the highest dollar for your lifetime of land stewardship and sweat equity. Whatever your goal is, I'm here to help. Call me, John Farley, or check us out at lashleyland.com.
Is there anything better than getting rewarded? Let us ask you this. How many reward apps do you currently have on your phone? Are you 2 purchases away from that free coffee or maybe a sandwich? Well, maybe we have one last question. Are you being rewarded for spending? If you said no, we can help you change that. At Bruning Bank, we offer 4 levels of our Bruning Bank credit card so we can best match you with the credit card suited for your lifestyle. The best part? You earn rewards with every purchase. Give us a call today at 308-872-2757 or visit BruningBank.com to learn how you can make the most of your purchases. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Don't let a dry spell or a lackluster lawn get you down. Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair specializes in both revitalizing lawns and keeping them beautiful. Have them come to your home or business and worry about applying fertilizer with their 5-step program. Then sell the lawnmower and have them cruise by and take care of that too. To keep your lawn happy, ask about sprinkler repair and aeration. Licensed and insured, serving Custer County and beyond. 308-870-0348.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
Whenever an occasion calls for a card, Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow has the solution. Lean & Tree cards are America's favorite greeting cards. In stock are packaged thank you notes, boxed assorted cards, notepads, bookmarks, and of course a nice assortment of cards for all occasions. For a great downtime activity or for a quality time with friends and family, Suns Out puzzles in new designs with a variety of scenes are available. Varney Pharmacy, just across from the square in downtown Broken Bow.
If you're looking for a great career, BD in Broken Bow is hiring, and they'd love to have you join their team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some benefits include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. And you can also attend their open interviews every Wednesday from 3 until 4 p.m. in Broken Bow. Again, that's bd.com/careers, or stop in on Wednesdays between 3 and 4 p.m. at BD. And they've got great career opportunities for you with lots of benefits in a team environment. BD in Broken Bow, now hiring. Here's the Doobies rolling on The Breakfast Show on a Thursday. Good morning. Joe Bonamassa, and I want to shout about it. That's one of his latest releases for you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Jack is in the studio with me. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Are you ready for some barbecue?
Oh, yeah. I'm always ready for barbecue.
Okay, you know where to go. Oconto Barbecue takes place this Saturday. And is the blowing the doors off barbecue better than ever? Well, of course, every year it gets better. They have 7 professional cooks coming in to compete. And you can stop by at about 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon and hang out till midnight in downtown Oconto, and they'll have everything set up and ready to go. They have 2 gates to walk through. You can get advance tickets for $17 for adults, and you can also just pay at the gate, which is $20. As mentioned yesterday in our remote broadcast, $20 for food anymore typically is not all that much, and this is all you can eat.
Ooh.
Yeah, barbecue, the sides, the whole works for $20 for adults. They have a little bit less of a price for kids, and you can buy them in advance, but I really don't think that's necessary. You can just go to the gate, walk in, and leave your money and go have a good time. They've got music starting up with the South Loop Sunrise at 5 o'clock Saturday. They play till 8, and then they'll have raffle drawings and auction at 7. And then the James Lee Band will play from 8 p.m. until midnight. And by the way, for those children tickets, it's ages 5 through 12 for only $10. Got a lot of good sponsors. I know the grocery cart works with the firemen. Proceeds for this will go to help purchase and maintain equipment for the Oconto Fire Department, and they have EMT service there as well.
Sounds like I'm going to get very fat off of barbecue food this weekend.
If you go, you will be very miserable, but in a joyous way, because you can't help yourself with 7 different stations to stop and pick up. They'll be judging in the afternoon, and they'll be awarding during that 7 o'clock break the prizes to the cooks and to their teams. They come in as early as today and start setting up. Wow. They'll cook all night, Friday night going into Saturday, and then be judged on Saturday afternoon or early afternoon. And by 5 o'clock, it will be ready for everybody to come in and enjoy. And it's turned into quite an event. We were talking with Jared Eggleston yesterday and Clifford Badgley and with the Egglestons there about it. And it's just kind of got a life of its own. It's something that people would really be disappointed if they weren't able to have it. And they went through some weather bumps over the years, and they can move inside with the music if need be.
Cool.
So they're prepared and ready for you. A little town of 150 people turns into 1,500 to 2,000 people, and they fix up the town and get it all cleaned up and mowed up, and they're ready for us. They're ready for you folks to stop in and have some fun, and at the same time leave a little money behind for them to invest in their fire department. So it's all good. It's all good. It is World Multiple Sclerosis Day. More than 2 million people suffer from MS, a disease of the central nervous system. Today is the day that we have just a little bit more attention to that, helping to raise awareness for this unpredictable, progressive, and hard-to-diagnose disease. You probably know someone or know a family that has someone in their family who have been suffering from that, and it's something that the medical experts are still working on, researching, and seeing what they can do to make it better for those who have been afflicted with that terrible disease. How much do you think a guitar is worth?
Depends on what kind.
All right, here we go. John Lennon's Lost Beatles guitar is going to be auctioned off. It's a 12-string hootenanny acoustic guitar that John Lennon used in the Beatles' Help album. The album will be auctioned off today. It was lost for years, and now you can find it in your rec room if you happen to have about $800,000.
Oh, geez.
They think it's going to go for about $800,000 or more. And if that's too rich for your blood, how about bidding on Michael Jackson's stage-worn 1984 Victory Tour Billie Jean jacket?
Oh.
Yeah, you can expect that to go for about 90 grand or more.
Maybe if I won the lottery.
Yeah. Be that $1 billion one, and you'd have plenty to spend. Birthdays today. Tom Morello is 60, guitarist for Rage Against the Machine. He's also been known to play with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. CeeLo Green is 49 today. Wonderful vocalist, and you may have remembered when we played Daryl Hall's version of a few songs that Cleo sang with at Daryl's House series. He's an excellent singer. Winona Judd is 60 today, country music star who performed with her late mom as the Judds and has a solo career, and she is 60 today. If you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. Here's America. The Sounds of America with a 70s tune called Horse with No Name. 8:45, and Jack Simpson is with us. He is our newest employee and learning the sign-on shift. Jack, you've been kind of wanting to get on the air to tell a little story about your grandfather, who I think you lost just not too long ago.
Yep, he passed on the 1st of this year. So,
all right. So you got a little story about your granddad?
Well, it's kind of a funny story, and I had to check with my grandma just to make sure we got our facts straight.
All right.
So he was a Navy officer from 61 to 67, I think. He worked on the minesweepers as a mechanic. He was an assault craft carrier, landing ships and stuff. And he went over to Vietnam and I'm pretty sure he had a few drinks in him. So
okay, that's understandable in Vietnam.
Yep. But he's going around this town. I don't know what it was called. He walks up to this owner, and he was about to buy a baboon. And I don't know what came up with this. It was probably the influence. We want to say he gave him the money, and the grandpa was holding the baboon, and it bit him. I'm not sure if he threw it or dropped it, but he ended up walking back with his money.
So he didn't get the baboon, but he kept his money.
That's always good.
Do you know why he wanted to buy a baboon?
I don't really know for sure. Probably those drinks in him.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he would have did with it after he bought it.
I don't know.
I think that happens quite a bit. I think my dad was on a destroyer in World War II and talked about that when they were port side. Someone picked up a monkey, and they had it on the ship for quite a while, and I think it became kind of a problem. But I don't know. I don't want to know the full story of what happened to the monkey. But yeah, well, you're in combat. You have a right to do some silly things. I think, Jack.
Yep.
So that's A-okay. Here's Charlie Crockett, Trinity River, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Trinity River, such a dirty little river.
Charlie Crockett, Trinity River. Love that trumpet. 8:52 is your time. Thanks for listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Yet to come, we found out we'll have a change in our schedule today. We'll not be having the Den Bar in. They'll be in tomorrow. So Gary will be in to talk about the big weekend they've got coming up in Hazard, Nebraska. And we'll find out more about that tomorrow. Yet to come, we'll be visiting with Matt at Subway and also that remote from Loop City for their Polish Day celebration. And Brent Apperson and Christy are probably getting set up as we speak and getting ready to bring you all the details. And there's plenty of details to talk about. If you like to try different foods, they have complete, menus of true Polish food. They have all sorts of other alternatives. They've got dancing, they've got music, they've got kids games, they've got all kinds of things going on. They have Bloody Marys on Sunday morning. They have it all in Loop City, and they would love to have you come see them and enjoy their company and their hospitality in Loop City. This is a big weekend for them, and it's only big if you show up and enjoy what they put together for you. So we'll find out more about that this morning. Also want to thank all the Loop City remote sponsors, and we have a complete list here of the folks who have been advertising on KCNI KBBN about the upcoming events and about the community, and we'll be thanking those during our remote as well. Speaking of thanking people, we want to thank our sponsors who bring you the video stream and replays of the breakfast show, and they include Central Nebraska Warehouse and Storage, Culligan, Fairder Auto, the Garden Center, Hunter's Towing, Ideal Realty, Quality Senior Village, Ross Electric, Runza, V-Bar, and Hertique. And you'll find their ads rotating across the screen as you watch and listen to the show online. Also want to remind you that we audio stream and have for many years the breakfast show. As a matter of fact, we audio stream all the time, 24 hours a day on KCNI1280.com and KBBN.com. And it's a good way to listen when you're out of reach and you want to stay in touch. Here's the music of Bruce Springsteen. The Custer County Historical Society is having a quilting workshop where you can create your own quilted tote bag. This is on Saturday, June 8th from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with a lunch break that you can go and get something to eat or bring a bag lunch with you. This will be held at the Broken Bow Library, and pre-registration is required by, actually it's past the deadline, but you might give them a call and have them let you know whether there's any room left. The number to call is 308-872-2203, 872-2203, and ask if there's room in the quilting workshop at the Broken Bow Library. They have only so many machines and so much room. So give them a call. It's only $35, and proceeds will go to the Historical Society for their 150th anniversary coming up in 2027 for the County of Custer. And they're also having a pie and ice cream social at the Custer County Historical Society on June 7th. That's on a Friday from 5:30 until 7:30 p.m. at the Custer County Museum on the square in downtown Broken Bow. You're welcome to come in. They're going to have an acoustical performance with strings and more by Arnold area musicians, and it all starts at 5:30 until 7:30 on June 7th on Friday at the Custer County Historical Society's museum. Which kind of pie would you like to have, Jack?
Ooh, I'd have to say either blueberry or apple.
Blueberry or apple. You're a fruit pie guy.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
You want ice cream on top? They'll have ice cream too.
Yeah.
All right. Might want to attend that. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Jury deliberations at former President Donald Trump's hush money trial set to enter a second day. CBS's Jared Hill's at the courthouse in New York.
The 7 men and 5 women who make up the jury are deliberating just feet away from the courtroom. No cell phones are allowed, but they do have access to a laptop with all of the evidence.
President Biden set to make his first state visit to France next week. More than 183,000 customers in Texas still have no power after severe storms pounded the state this week. Weather Channel meteorologist Jim Cantori says there are more in store today.
Toward the middle and end of next week, finally, Texas can get a break from all this severe weather.
The hacker group Shiny Hunters claims it's gotten a hold of names, emails, phone numbers, credit card details from 560 million Ticketmaster customers around the world. Reports say they're trying to sell the information online for $500,000. The Australian government says it's investigating. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Attention landowners, got big summer plans for your property? Then here's an offer from John Deere you'll really dig. Get 0% fixed rate APR for 60, 72, or 84 months on 1, 2, 3D, and 3E series compact tractors. If you've always wanted to get in the seat of a powerful John Deere machine, now's a great time. Offer based on dealer participation. For complete finance details, call toll-free 1-800-468-8501 or online at johndeere.com/compact tractors.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry, who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise in the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals comes up on Thursday with the Timberwolves hosting the Mavericks. Dallas leading that series 3-1. Dallas's Derek Lively questionable with an neck sprain that he suffered in Game 3 that caused him to miss Game 4. NHL Game 4 Western Conference Finals. Oilers fell behind 2-0 at home early against the Stars, then scored the next 5 straight goals in a 5-2 win. Star Connor McDavid had 3 assists. That series is tied at 2-2. Game 5 will be Friday in Dallas. In baseball games of note, the Dodgers wrap up a 3-game sweep of the Mets with a 10-3 win. Phillies improved to a Major League best 39-18 with a 6-1 win over the Giants. Guardians fall to the Rockies 7-4. The Yankees edge the Angels 2-1. New York starter Luis Gil, 8 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. He's 7-1 on the season. Brewers over the Cubs 10-6. Doubleheader for the Pirates and the Tigers. Detroit takes game 1, 8-0. Tarek Skubal, 7 shutout innings. He's 7-1 on the season. Pirates win game 2, 10-2.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 73. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Chance of thunderstorms, lows level off around 54. Slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. High temperatures reach up to 73, a blend of clouds and sun. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
9:05, 63 degrees under a cloudy sky. We did have some light sprinkles earlier this morning, but nothing measurable. Winds are out of the southeast, 5 and 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure now leveling off, steady at 29.99, humidity at 88%. It is time to talk Subway with Matt, and Matt is getting ready to have breakfast, so we better get him on the air so that he can enjoy his eggs. Matt, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Okay. Now, I asked you, I'm kind of nosy, so I said, Matt, what are you having for breakfast? I don't want it to get cold. What are you having for breakfast again?
4 eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast.
Well, that's a pretty healthy breakfast, but I imagine that means you're going to be busy today, so you're going to get a little food in and get a little energy, right?
Actually, no, I'm not really doing a whole lot today. I got to deal with corporate at my store in Holdridge today. So they're coming at 11 o'clock, between 11 and 5, and I have to do a photo shoot at 11 o'clock because I have an employee graduating high school, so we're doing a big thing for the employees that graduate from high school that work for us.
Well, that's a great idea. And when corporate comes, just you go through a checklist, or do you just talk about how things are going? How does that go?
Yeah, basically how things are going, what I'd like to see changed, stuff I'd like to see, and one of the things I'm going to bring up is caramel apple cookie.
Good for you. I think that's a subject that needs addressed, as we've discussed before. Yeah.
We've waited long enough. We want the caramel apple cookie back.
All right. Well, good luck with that. So, Matt, you're going to be busy in Holdridge today. We ordered up some Subway a couple of days ago, and I guess we ordered ahead and picked it up. I'm not sure my wife took care of that. We were busy running around, grandson and so forth, and just seemed like I guess they did go in because Joan said they were very, very busy, but the crew was doing a really good job. I think the Broken Bow store is doing good for us.
Yes, it is. They're doing a really outstanding job. They actually just broke a record. I think it was 2-3 weeks ago. Highest volume ever recorded out of that establishment.
Now, that's saying something because the store's been there a long time, and to be able to break a record now, that's good news.
Yeah, they blew away the old record by a long shot.
All right, and that's for a lot of reasons. Good help right at the top of the list. And then, of course, all the new menu items and of course, the different choices you have from pizza to breakfast to sandwiches to cookies to your new sides that you have, the pretzels. It all kind of adds up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, and they're adding more to it, and the dippers are coming, I believe, this fall.
Okay, something to look
and
forward to.
And we got to see a little bit about it. I was trying to pull it up on my tablet while I'm talking to you, and I cannot get it to load.
Okay.
But they have some that have pepperoni in them and cheese, and then they roll them up and toast them with that flatbread, the new bread we have.
That sounds
And then you can dip them into a marinara sauce. They have other ones where you dip them into ranch. So they're going to be a good addition. See if this is the page I'm looking for. Here we go. 3 delicious options. Pepperoni and cheese, chicken and cheese, and double cheese.
Ooh, all right. All right.
And these are the new things coming this fall, and they look good.
That's something that Subway seems to be doing more and more of, and that's just adding new things, testing the market. If it's really accepted and really excels, then they'll usually have it stick around. In some cases not, but they always have some new choices.
Yes, they are constantly growing and changing the menu on us, which keeps us on our toes and helps with change for everybody else, so you don't get stuck in a rut eating the same thing.
No kidding, yeah. So how about your help situation? Since you're so busy and setting new records, you definitely have a good crew. Are you looking for more?
Yes, we are. We are now hiring full-time, part-time, and anytime. If you're looking for a job, come in and give us a shot. We have great benefits, tip program, and flexible scheduling.
Mm-hmm. And the tip program really has blossomed too. I mean, you mentioned how much a nice little extra kick the employees get from that.
Yep. It's gone over really well with them. The employees they enjoy getting the tips, adds to their paycheck, and that way they're also getting paid based on their own customer service. So if they do a bad job with customer service, they're not going to get a tip.
Right, and that's just a direct message to them. Yeah.
Gives them a little motivation.
You bet. One of the things that has changed, thank goodness, since the COVID days and then the employee shortages and so forth is getting back to your regular hours. And now folks can get a Subway sandwich just about any time. You're not open 24 hours, but you guys put in long days, 7 days a week.
Yes, we do. There's 3 days where you're closed in a year, and that's Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter.
Easter, right. And you open up at what time?
I believe we are now opening up at 9 a.m., and we are closing at 11 p.m.
Okay, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Subway in Broken Bow. Matt, I'll let you eat your eggs.
Yep, they just dropped them off at my table, so I am set to eat chow down.
We'll talk to you next time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Matt with Subway. He has Subways in Holdridge, here in Broken Bow, and then he takes care of a number of different restaurants all over Nebraska. He's on the road a lot. Today, he's going to have some eggs and go to Holdridge and honor a high school student and meet with corporate. So he's got a busy day ahead of him. Let's see if the guys are hooked up. I can see that. So we're going to take a break, go to Q, and see if they're ready to talk to us. If not, we got some music lined up for you. But we will be getting information very, very soon from Loop City, where Brent Apperson graduated, and his graduation picture is outstanding. Jack has got this little vest on, and
wow.
Yeah, he looks real cute. We'll take a time out.
Brownfield has a rich history of providing livestock market information farmers and ranchers want and need. Brownfield's weekly livestock market update features livestock market analysis and discussion on relevant topics pertaining to cattle, hogs, and poultry. Viewers can tune in every Friday to watch the weekly update or sign up for Brownfield's weekly livestock market update e-newsletter delivered on Saturday mornings. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
Are you interested in adding bushels to your crop this summer? Dr. Greg Willoughby breaks down a unique, proven biological product called Full Scale. So, Greg, Full Scale is really about adding weight to the seed, to the kernel or the soybean, whatever crop it may be at the end of the day. It's about adding volume and weight.
Correct. Yeah. And so that's mainly based on phosphorus, nitrogen, and the micronutrients that kind of go with that. And we've seen in some of our analysis of kernel composition, up to 20x times movement of those elements going from what an untreated going into a treated. So we're definitely moving more phosphorus, more nitrogen, more zinc, more manganese into those kernels.
To learn more about Full Scale, download the Field Link podcast wherever you get your podcasts or contact your Helena representative.
9:13, we'll be going to Loop City in moments. We do want to thank our sponsors, Loop City Chamber of Commerce, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Loop Agency, Loop Realty, Atuski Welding, Kuzak Hardware and Variety Store, and Platte River Outdoors, BL Shop, Citizens Bank, Ash Hollow Coffee Shop, O Street Lounge, Loop City Lanes, Rose Lane Homes, Joe's Market in downtown Loop City, and Trotter Fertilizer, Woe and Go. Trotter, Woe and Go, proud to support the community they serve, as all these businesses have been promoting the upcoming events this weekend. And Brent may talk about these in more detail later, as we want to thank our sponsors and thank Brent Apperson and Christy for making it safely to Loop City, Nebraska, where Polish Days will take place this weekend. With more, here's Brent Apperson.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. We are live in Loop City, Nebraska this morning to put the spotlight on Polish Days and the celebration that is ahead here in Loop City coming up this weekend. And we have just the lady to fill us in with everything that's going on. She's been busy trying to make sure everything is ready to go. Melissa joins us. Good morning. Great to see you again.
Good morning. Good to have you back again.
So how have the preparations been going? I know that this is something you just don't put together in a week. It's been a long time putting it together, and now you finally get to see the fruits of your labor coming up.
Sure. It takes months of preparation, and being the first weekend in June, it comes up very fast every year. So we're looking at May 31st through June 2nd. So it's here now. We're ready.
Before we start going through some of the events that you have scheduled and everything, I know that you have this wonderful little booklet here that tells everybody what's going on. And then toward the back of it, you have all of these logos of businesses. And I know that you can't put on a festival like this without community support and without business support. And I know that over the years, Polish Days has gotten a lot of support for what you do.
It sure has. Yeah, we depend a lot on these sponsors to help us produce a good weekend for everyone and keep the costs low for families to come out and enjoy all the rocket attractions. And we're adding some fun things this year that cost a little money. So it always helps to have sponsors who back us and are generous. And I think there's 6 pages worth of sponsors. So it takes the whole community, and we're happy to promote their businesses too, because in our small towns, that's what we need to do, is support one another and keep these festivals and activities alive. So, and
not just the business support, but I know volunteer support. It takes a lot of people to step up and volunteer to make sure all of this goes on, doesn't it? It does. We have some really, really great core team people, and then we have quite a few who step in and fill in at the different like our information booth, or during our kids carnival. We have a couple of the church groups that are coming out and bringing their youth and some adults to help out and volunteer. And that, one person can't do it all. We've learned that, and I think that we really have a great group, and it'll hopefully go off seamlessly. I'm sure it will. Boy, so many things you have planned. Let's just kind of start with the schedule a little bit, Melissa, and make sure people know what's going on. Things kind of even get started tonight. I know that a popular event that takes place out at going to be taking place at St. Joseph's Parish Hall, but I think Rose Lane kind of sponsors this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yep.
This is the Polish Prince and Princess contest. Somebody's going to be crowned tonight. There are. So our 5-year-olds are the ones that get crowned, but ages 0 to 5 can participate. So I've got a little 8-month-old and a 2-year-old, and they're going to be in the contest, and we're so excited. It's a great time for families to get out and the first year, my little girl was out there smiling and waving, and the next year she threw a fit on the floor. So you never know what you're going to get, but it's a great time. And those 5-year-olds get to go in the parade on Saturday, and it's
a great contest that Rose Lane puts on every year for us.
I've got to ask, is there, just with the age group that we're talking about, is there a talent contest as part of this? Because if there is, I would love to see this with 5-year-olds.
Right. They do a question each time, so you don't know what you're going to get for an answer. But yeah, that would be what they do there.
Yeah, good. So that kind of gets things started. That happens tonight, and then we go into tomorrow, and I don't think you can have Polish days, can you, without kolaches?
You sure can't. So, no, we just started this last year, so this is the second annual kolache bake-off. All the proceeds go to our Sherman County Sprouts Child Care Initiative, which we're finishing up currently to get a child care center in town. And so people can donate and bake 4 dozen kolaches, and then we judge a couple, and then at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon they go on sale. So it's first come, first serve, and just warning you, last year we sold out a 40 dozen in 15 minutes. So
wow.
It goes fast, and we appreciate any extra kolaches that anybody can bake, and it can be any flavor, any kind, with frosting or crumbles, we'll accept them all. So people enjoy it, and you can purchase those kolaches starting at 3 o'clock.
Not to get too far off track from the schedule, but you mentioned what the proceeds will go toward and what you've been working on. You are with Sherman County Economic Development.
I am.
And so the whole child care thing is so important to rural communities, and in some cases it's been a challenge and a struggle. So I'm sure that you're very excited in your role with economic development and just being a part of the communities to see this kind of start to come together.
We are so excited. It's been a 2-year project, and we're going to increase capacity in Sherman County by 30 spots by opening this child care center. And like I have always said, infants are the hardest to find spots for, and we already have 7 of our 8 spots filled for that. So it's very much needed, and I've been there as a young parent, and I know the struggles, and so I can't wait for the Sherman County Sprouts Child Care Center to open up in late June.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
Some other things on Friday. I know that vendors are a big part of Polish Days, and Craft and Vendor Fair kind of gets started on Friday. And then the Kids Carnival, which I know is a big part because you always try to make sure it's a family-friendly event.
We do. It's really things for all ages, but we've really honed in on the kids just to give them an enjoyable weekend throughout the year. So we have a 25-cent carnival game, so they pay 25 cents. Every game wins a prize, and it's sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce, so we have lots of businesses that come out and set up a homemade carnival booth, and it's just a lot of fun on the courthouse lawn from 5 to 7 this year.
All right. Staying with the kids theme, laser tag, and sounds like you're going to bring in a bunch of inflatables.
Yes. Yeah. So 7 to 10 on Friday night, on the courthouse lawn again, we'll have an inflatable obstacle course and a bounce house, and then unlimited laser tag as well. So Rocket Event Pros out of Kearney brings their stuff up, and a $10 wristband will get you unlimited use on that evening.
All right. And I see that Axe Kickers is going to be here if people want to do some axe throwing, which is kind of exciting because I believe Kendall Techmeyer is the one with Axe Kickers. Kendall and I graduated together.
Oh, fun.
And Kendall is a Loop City guy, so I'm sure that he loves coming back for this event.
He does, yep. So he's going to set it up kind of like a carnival game this year, and they can pay and then win a prize, too. So it'll be great. We're excited to have Kendall back.
Listen, you can't have Polish Days without a little polka music, right?
Never, yep.
The first polka band comes up on Friday, is that right?
Yep, Friday night at 8:30 in the Sons of the American Legion Beer Garden. So come out. There's a street dance with that polka band. Jim Kachera Polka Band is playing starting at 8:30 on Friday.
The beer garden will be located where?
Oh, what street would that be? It probably has that. Yep, 7th Street.
7th,
so,
okay.
Yep, right in front of the Legion. And they'll set up that'll be there on Friday and Saturday, and then they'll move into the actual Legion Beer Garden on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Did we touch on Friday pretty good?
Yeah, I think that's all we've got going on.
Saturday, I know, is always a real big day. You have so much going on. Doubles pickleball tournament. Pickleball has become the rage around the nation.
It has. Yeah, yep. So we have a group that plays quite often, and they're sponsoring a fun beginners double, so you don't have to really even have much experience. They'll kind of teach you how. And it's $20 per team to enter. So it's at Jenner's Park where they have the tennis and pickleball courts.
All right. So that kind of gets the day started on Saturday. And then sand volleyball. I think you do this about every year, don't you?
We do, yep. And we finally have a permanent spot for it out at Bowman Lake. So we're so excited to, we had to move it around a few times. And now at the south end of Bowman Lake, there will be a volleyball court that'll be open to the public throughout the summer too, so you can go out there.
Vendors will be back for the Craft and Vendor Fair throughout the day on Saturday, and then quilt show at the Loop City Community Center.
Yes.
Is that where it'll be shown?
Yep, the quilt show and the Craft and Vendor are kind of all together there from 9 to 4, and that's Friday and Saturday. They have 4 to 8 on Friday, but they'll all be together with a great quilt display.
All right. Hey, we all know you can't have a festival without a parade, right?
Right. We have a big one.
Yeah, you do have a big one. And the theme this year is Popular Polkas.
Yeah.
How did the theme come about?
It's always hard to think of a theme, but there's just so many catchy polka tunes that they all have unique titles or whatever else to play off of. So we have some great entries that I've seen come through. We have a link to put your registration in ahead of time, just so that we make sure that everything is announced correctly and easy to read. So you can do that, or you can sign up day of at the booth that'll be located near the car wash in Loop City. The day's auction booth is where you would sign up and get registered.
All right. And I'm sure that pre-registration for the parade really helps you guys out.
It does.
To just kind of get a feel for how many entries you're going to have and do a little pre-planning, right?
Yeah, read through them a few times, and it helps a lot. So anybody who can use that form, we appreciate it.
All right. So that'll be 10:30 Saturday morning, the big parade with the theme Popular Polkas. And then following the parade, hey, you got to have good food, right? Got to have good Polish food for Polish days. And looks like you have a delicious buffet, which will be served on Saturday.
Yeah, the Loop City Diner has been doing our authentic Polish buffet. So that is running from 11:30 to 2 o'clock. But as food's available, sometimes they end up running out after making pounds and pounds of food. So I recommend to get there a little bit early and check out the buffet at the diner.
All right, we'll encourage people to do that. And then the Sherman County Historical Society will be open on Saturday afternoon for people to tour, right?
Yes, 12:30 to 3:30. They'll have, some homemade ice cream and cookies, and then all their buildings will be open for some self-guided tours on Saturday.
All right. Some other things that you have on the list for Saturday. Of course, axe kickers will be here for axe throwing if you want to do that again on Saturday. And then you got a petting zoo.
Yeah, this is new this year. So we have Horn-T Petting Zoo. They're out of Monroe. They're bringing some exotic animals and baby goats and all sorts of things that the kids can purchase, little feed cups and feed in the petting zoo. We're so excited. My kids are going to love it.
I was going to say that will be a hit with the kids.
It will
I have
be.
a feeling.
Yep, and adults too. Yeah, so it'll be great.
And they'll kind of be set up noon to 4 on Saturday?
Yep, noon to 4, and then we would roll into about the same area as our inflatable water park. So we have an inflatable water park and a bubble machine on the courthouse lawn on the east side. So bring your swimsuits and lawn chairs, and if you get one of those unlimited ride wristbands for Saturday, it gets you into that and the attractions on O Street that evening.
Oh,
so
nice.
$25 will get you from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then 4 and under is only 10 if you buy them in advance.
So not only do you have a lot to do, you're working hard to make it affordable for families, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah,
doing our best.
There's proof of it right there.
Yeah.
Let's see some other things that are showing up on the list for Saturday. the Bloody Mary bar. That's kind of become a tradition here for Polish Days, right?
It has. If you've come before, though, it's changing locations. So this year it's at the O Street Lounge, which is our bar opening back up on Main Street. So it's at 714 O Street, right next to like Heritage Bank and our information station. You can stop in from 1 to 6. They're kind of having an open house and everything. And they're just serving Bloody Marys this weekend, but they're going to be opening up with the full bar very soon. So.
All right. Sounds good. Family fishing event at Bowman's. Well, growing up in this area, I remember Bowman's, but there have been so many improvements done at that area. It has become a beautiful area, and it's going to be a great place for your family fishing event.
It is. It's going to get better here pretty soon, too. We're putting just got a grant to put a walking track around the lake. So
wow, fantastic.
A cement walking path. So hopefully next spring, summer, that'll be ready to go, too. So we're so excited to have all the upgrades out there between the park and the sand volleyball, walking track, great fishing, wildlife viewing areas, little nature trails, and then the river runs right by it. Bowman Park is a great asset for our area.
Yeah, they've done a great job of keeping it up and continuing to add to it, like you're talking about.
Yep.
Let's see, 1:30 in the afternoon, the Kitty Tractor Pull.
Right. Ken's Equipment puts on our Kitty Tractor Pull each year, so it's free to participate, and I think if they win their age range, they qualify for the state fair contest too. So check that out at 1:30.
At the Custer County Fair that we had in Broken Bow, we had a Kitty Tractor Pull, and they got some of us adults to try to do it. Oh, boy, that'll humble you real fast.
It's tougher than it looks.
Some of those kids are strong, man, the way they can pedal and pull that. So that's fun for everybody to watch, and that'll be Saturday at 1:30. Right. And then you got more polka tunes coming up, right?
Yeah, so we're just going to have polka tracks played on the loudspeakers right in front of the courthouse. So some people like to sit in their lawn chairs and kind of listen to that and watch everything that's going on and stand up and dance if you feel like it. So it's just kind of set the mood for the downtown area.
We mentioned earlier that pickleball has really taken off. Well, I don't know if it has caught up to cornhole yet around here. Cornhole is pretty serious, and you got a cornhole tournament coming up.
Yeah, yep. Just another contest that we like to put on each year. So that'll be at Loop City Lanes this year and starts at 2, and it usually runs till about 6. So stop over there. Registration begins at 1.
And then we've talked about Rocket Events being here with rides and attractions, and they'll be open up again Saturday evening, right?
Yeah, from 5 to 9 on Saturday evening. That one armband will get you in for the evening things of rock climbing, bungee trampoline, spider climb, reckless ride, which is like kind of a carnival ride, bounce and slide castle, gyro extreme, and a giant obstacle course. And those will all be right out front on O Street.
All right, sounds good. And then Saturday evening, to kind of close things out, another band going to perform.
Yes, the Loose Cannons Band. So they're a country band, and with a street dance in the same Sons of the American Legion beer garden, and it starts at 8:30. So I think looks like the weather is going to be nice to us this year. Cross our fingers, and we can enjoy a couple full days of good weather and fun activities.
So can I ask how many times you check the weather prior to the event?
Ask me how many times it's changed.
Yes, I know. Yeah, you look at it a week ago, and it never matches up to what it shows the day before, does it?
Yeah. So as it gets closer and 24% chance, I'll take it.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And I do know one thing. When you have these festivals, you're always ready to adapt if you have to. So, but hopefully that won't take place. If you're just tuning in, we're visiting with Melissa. We're talking about Loop City Polish Days coming up this weekend in the Loop City area. We're live on KCNI, KBBN, also live on Facebook, too. So check us out there as we continue with our visit. Let's go to Sunday. the breakfast buffet. There's a good way to kick off Sunday. You do it with breakfast.
It is, yeah. So 8 a.m. the Loop City Diner opens for a Polish Highlights breakfast buffet, and it is delicious. It really hits the spot the next morning when you're waking up. So I'd encourage you to stop out for that.
Disc golf tournament. You're going to have one of those.
Yeah, disc golf out at Jenner's Park. It's a really neat and beautiful park. If you haven't been, you should check it out. And we have a 9-hole disc golf course. So I think they're going to do 18 holes at least. And that starts at 9 a.m.
So if you're into disc golf, you've got that. But if you're into regular golf, you've got a golf tournament too on Sunday.
Yeah, a 3-person scramble out at the golf course. So sometimes it fills up, so go ahead and call the Loop City Golf Club and get signed up for that.
And looks like the Historical Society will have their buildings open again on Sunday, too?
Yes, 1 to 4, and then at 1:30 they have a really special presentation in the Elsner Clark Exhibit Hall, which is the Sherman Howard Baseball League. So some of the guys that used to play in the Sherman Howard Baseball League are doing a presentation and meet and greet type of thing there. So I think it'll be a really great history experience.
I'm looking at some of the names here. I know some of these names.
Yeah.
So
pretty familiar.
That'll be great. That'll be fun to attend on Sunday afternoon. And then 3 Guys Polka. Going to be performing on Sunday, right?
Yep, they'll be performing in the beer garden inside of the Legion. So they always put on a great show that afternoon, sit and relax and enjoy a few drinks. And there will be a few food vendor trucks still available that afternoon downtown, and a couple other things that I accidentally left out on our listing for Sunday was there's Polish Mass at 10:30 at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. And then the NRCA car tour comes through Loop City that afternoon. So 400 classic cars driving by. They'll be coming from Ansley and going towards Ashton. So along that highway there, I think it's Highway 58 by like the Fairgrounds or Ken's Equipment or Johnson Hunt and Fish or the Colony, somewhere around that route, I think would be a great place to kind of sit and watch those cars go by on Sunday afternoon. Or I guess it'd be morning a little bit still. 11:30 is when they thought they'd be coming through.
And I hear there's like 400 or more, I think, that are a part of this. So that'll be really fun to watch them come through town.
It is very cool.
Some other things I noticed that you had kind of inserted here.
Yeah.
Mitch Arnold, and I don't know how many listening might be familiar with his name. I'm very familiar with Mitch. Mitch graduated a year ahead of me here at Loop City, but Mitch is an author now, has wrote Marginal, I think, is the book that he's going to be bringing, and he's going to have a book signing on Saturday, June the 1st. Let's see, 8 to 10 a.m., Loop City Diner, and then after the parade at the BL Shop. And then he'll be signing on Sunday, so that'll be Saturday, right? Just on Saturday,
yeah.
So
a great opportunity.
Yeah, great opportunity. Mitch is he's a wonderful guy, and I can't wait to read the book.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. He is going to bring some copies, so if you haven't ordered your copy, you can pick some up, but they're limited. So do that. And one other that we've added in since I printed these is a visitor. So we have the Polish consul from Chicago coming, and he'll be in the parade on Saturday, and then they'll stop for a minute, and he'll kind of do a little speech during the parade, and we'll do a welcome ceremony, and I think it'll be really exciting. So
can I ask how that came together?
Yeah, they contacted us when they saw all of our advertising and stuff, and made plans to make a trip here. And he has a couple more stops that evening. So he won't be here too long, but we'll be sure to welcome him, and are excited to have him here while he is. So.
Yeah, that's very neat. And the fact that they reached out to you based on what they saw, that has to make you feel good.
In a town of 900 and some people, it's exciting to be noticed like that. So we're so excited to have him here.
Did we mention the 5K fun run?
I forgot that one too.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, the 5K fun run and 1 mile walk will be on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. This is hosted by the Arcadia Loop City Cheerleaders, and registration is at Jenner's Park that morning. So,
all right. Boy, you've got an amazing lineup.
Yeah.
Again, you have to be you have to be proud of that. The way that you keep it going year after year after year. You kind of gain some momentum, and you haven't lost it. It seems to me, anyway.
Yeah, nope, we've been doing great, and somehow it kind of all just falls together, even when life's a little crazy and there's a lot going on and everybody's kind of busy, and so I'm just glad that the weekend's here, and we're just excited to have people come to Loop City and enjoy it, because we put a lot of work into this. So I hope that you can come out, and it doesn't really cost a lot, and so I just bring the family and come down and take advantage of the fruits of our labor, right?
Right, exactly, yeah. Well, you know, that's the payoff for you guys, right? I mean, for those of you that work hard to put the festival together, the payoff is watching people have a good time, I'm guessing.
It is, and hearing all the good comments, and that's what keeps us going, honestly, is hearing the good words and having people come from miles and miles away and repeat customers, or however you want to say it, just coming back every year to check it out. So,
and one of the things we enjoy promoting these festivals is the way it spotlights your community. And I'm sure that the business community will be in full force, and so we encourage people to check out the local shops that are here when you come visit, and it's a great way to showcase the community, isn't it?
Right. I think of like the BL shop. They've got a Polish pottery raffle, and they sell a ton of Polish pottery through those doors. So I would definitely recommend going to check that out. And it always seems like they kind of dress up the community this time of year, and everybody's ready to have people through their doors, and these small businesses definitely appreciate that, shopping local and small business.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to visit with us. Are there other things that you wanted to mention other than just a big invite to everybody to come join you for the festivities?
Yeah. Just come on down. We would encourage you to stop by our information station if you're not from around here and don't know the whole rundown and haven't memorized everything we've said today. Your best bet is to stop and get one of our pamphlets at the information station. It's got maps, it's got all the information you would possibly need about every event that's going on. It has our food vendor listing and some chamber events that are coming up over the summer. So maybe those would be something good to say. We're looking at, in July, our citywide garage sales are the 5th and 6th, and then at Sherman Lake, we have our fireworks show on July 6th that evening at dusk. So it's over by Tradewinds Marina, and we collect donations for that to put on a really good show. So we also have the Fair Barbecue during the Sherman County Fair, and a chamber golf tournament on August 2nd. So those are some of the fun things we have coming up.
Before we let you go, anything on the economic development front? I mean, we talked about the child care facility, which is very exciting. Anything else on that front that you guys are working on that you want to share?
The Child Development Center, getting that up and running is really my big thing right now. We have an open house and ribbon cutting ceremony on July 12th at 4:30. So anybody's welcome. We'll do some tours and an official ribbon cutting and snacks and refreshments, and kind of tell our story of how this project came to be and the impact that it's going to make on our community. And then next, we'll just be trying to do some updates around town with some signage and some tourism dollars to get things going and get people to our community. And then that Bowman Lake hike and bike trail, we'll be working through that and just supporting our local businesses with everything that we have to offer.
All right. A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So we invite everybody out this weekend. It's going to be a good time, isn't it?
It will be. Come out to Loop City. Enjoy Polish Days. Starts tonight, runs through Sunday. You'll have a great time. Just stop out and say hi and enjoy the company of some great Polacks in Loop City.
There you go. Yes, and bring the family, because it's as we've went through the schedule, there's something for every age group.
There absolutely is.
All right, Melissa, thanks for
Thank
taking
you.
the time. Good to see you.
Yep.
Before we wrap up, we do want to say thanks to our remote sponsors for this special broadcast. Want to say thanks to the Loop City Chamber of Commerce, kind of the ones behind Polish Days and making it all happen. Also, Johnson Hunt and Fish. Want to say thanks to Alvin. They're open Monday through Sunday, 8 to 5, located on South Highway 58 next to the Loop City baseball field. Loop Agency, Loop Realty. You'll find them on Main Street of Loop City. Amy and Tina offering home, farm, auto, crop, commercial, and specialty line coverages like animal mortality or special events coverage. Also, 2Ski Welding. That's Seth Skabinski offering his welding services to the area, from on-site welding jobs to jobs at his shop at 149 North 10th. Kushak Hardware and Variety Store in Platte River Outdoors, where you can find everything you need. And make sure you check out Platte River Outdoors in the basement for fishing and hunting supplies. We mentioned the BL Shop selling Polish pottery raffle tickets this weekend. Tickets $2 each or 3 for $5. You'll find them on Main Street in Loop City when you're here for the festival. Also want to say thanks to Citizens Bank helping with this remote today. Locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City. Ash Hollow Coffee Company, a family-fun coffee roasting business located just off Highway 92 on 10th Street here in Loop City. Also say thanks to the O Street Lounge. O Street Lounge on Main Street will be serving Bloody Marys this Saturday from 1 to 6 and open for full service soon. Loop City Lanes, come join great family fun. Join them for their cornhole tournament. That's where that'll be on Saturday from 2 until 6. Also, Rose Lane Homes hosting the Prince and Princess contest tonight that we talked about at 6 o'clock at the St. Joseph's Parish Hall for ages up to 5 years old. Joe's Market, check out high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. And finally, we say thanks to Trotter Fertilizer and Trotter Woe & Go, proud to support the communities that they serve. Special thanks to all of those businesses helping with our special remote here this morning. That's going to do it for from Loop City. We encourage you to come and join the folks for Polish Days this weekend. And with that said, we'll send it back to the studio.
All right. Thank you so much, Brent. Great remote. Love the details that are provided with this remote. And, of course, some of those folks that have been talked about today, Brent remembers as he grew up in Loop City. So go and have some fun. I always try to get over there because the food is good, there's fun, and there's good people there. So, Jack, thanks for sitting in here this morning, and we'll have a breakfast show for a Friday tomorrow. Got a lot of good things coming in. I believe we'll have Mr. Toby in from the Broken Bow Schools to talk about a past school board meeting and what's happening with all the construction that's taking place up at the Broken Bow Middle School, High School. It should be very informative. And also we've rescheduled Gary Menke from the Den in Hazard for tomorrow as well. And some other good things to talk about with all the activities coming up. There's plenty to talk about on The Breakfast Show on a Friday.